Hello everyone. I want to jump on here really quick and answer some of these questions that you guys have been sending me. Thank you. I feel so appreciative for you guys answering my question on my business page. It is just now, let's see, wow, 10:20. It's been just one of those days, and I told you I would get this video out, so I wanted to do it really quick, but it's very interesting because pretty much 60 to 70% of the comments that are on here, I got tons and tons of comments. Let's see. Wow. Lots of over 100 comments. And the number one question was, what is your system? What do you do when you get a new ambassador who signs up? What do you do for them, and what do you say to them, and how do you get them started? And it's kind of funny that that's one of the questions that you guys are asking, because that's actually what I covered on my conference call. I think it was this past Sunday or else 2 weeks ago, and I'll see if I can post that for you guys. But what I do is a little bit different than probably what you guys would do for several reasons. And this is not an excuse, but as my team has grown and as my organization has grown, I quit doing a lot of what I used to do when I was small, when I only had a few people to keep up with. When I only had a few people to keep up with, I would print things off from the back office and put a cute little folder together, a little 3-ring binder with page protectors, how to log into your back office, and I would actually give them a binder, a print-up of what the products were, everything off the back office. Time and energy just did not permit me to keep up with that. But that's almost a better thing, because that's not necessarily something that's duplicatable, although it's very appreciated by a new downline member. Everything that you guys need to be successful is on your website or available as a resource or a tool in your back office. So I don't want you to get stuck thinking, what do I need to do? As far as training goes, if you were to give each new ambassador a copy of Eric Worre's GoPro and Sara Robbins' How to Rock Your Network Marketing Business, and say, read these 2 books and call me when you're done, there's so much good training just in those 2 books alone. Simple, easy to understand, step-by-step training just in those 2 books alone. I think that would be a great place to start. Other than that, I like to follow the Plexus Success Guide. It's got a 48-hour checklist. That little spiral notebook, I don't know if I have mine right here or not. The little spiral notebook that comes with the welcome pack. That is a great tool to use, because that's something that's easily duplicatable. Everybody gets the same success guide in their welcome pack. That it talks about setting your goals, determining your why, making your contact list, starting to reach out to your contact list. The getting started fast, probably one of the best ways I would say I've seen described is Sara Robbins' blog, and she has a really good article, 5 ways to getting started fast, getting started quick, something like that, on her blog, sararobbins.com/blog. You can just search in the search box 5 ways to get started, and that's got a really good thing. You enroll your new person, then you work with them, say, get back with me, I want to know what your why is, I want to know what your goals are, start making your list, and then as the upline, actually help that new person start contacting their list, getting the word out in their warm market. So I think it is important to have a system. I do have a little welcome letter. I don't even email that out anymore. I have a Facebook team page that it's posted at the top. It's pinned at the top, the welcome letter, so when they get welcomed into my training group, they see it there. And then I send them to my YouTube channel, because I've gotten so many videos uploaded there. So I hope that helps. I probably shouldn't even be doing a video while I'm tired. But I wanted to get some of this out to you guys. So as far as the system goes, I welcome them. I add them to my Facebook team pages. I make sure we can do a business strategy session, a phone call or two, so we can determine goals, what your why is, how you want me to help, how fast you want to go, how slow do you want to go, all that good stuff. And then I just touch base with them, texting, Facebook messaging as much or as little as they need for the support and training based on what they want to do. Let's see how we can get, I'm scrolling through. Lots of thank yous. Thank you for the business page, for what you do. As far as follow-up is concerned, I'm not really good about making phone calls, but when I do sit down and block out that time to make phone calls, though, that's the most helpful. I think customers really appreciate hearing from you. They really appreciate you helping to educate them on what products to use and when to take their products. Can troubleshoot if they're frustrated, anything that's going on. So I definitely think picking up the phone. I do send emails to my customers, and sometimes I hear back and sometimes I don't. I think that personal phone call definitely once or twice in that first month that they've ordered, and then after that just going from there, seeing how they do. How do you promote or approach your cold market? This is a new one for me. Cold market, I have coming in some from Facebook. Tonight, I went to my first networking group meeting. The jury's still out on that. It definitely was out of my comfort zone to walk into a room full of people that I had no clue who they were, and it really was a good exercise in learning how to carry a conversation and ask questions. And gosh, I was there for 2.5 hours. I went with my sister, and so it was a good thing to help get out of my comfort zone. But I still, after 3 years, have been working with warm market, friends, family, and referrals from existing customers. So I'm going to have to say I'm still working on getting good at approaching cold market. I don't have a cold market that stays cold for very long because I want to ask questions and get to know them and build a relationship, and then based on that relationship, be able to share plexus with them. What's the key to duplication? Keeping it simple. Definitely keeping it simple, plugging into tools that are already in place with plexus, and sharing, increasing your law of averages. The more people you talk to, the more people are going to say no, but the more people are also going to say yes. Keep dripping on people. How do you get people to make a decision? I have somebody saying, they say they're going to order and they don't. Some people, you need to be exposed to something 8, 9, 10 times before you're ready to make a decision. And if we really concentrate on being farmers and not hunters, don't chase people down and hit them over the head with plexus. But if we keep just, you plant a seed and then you water that seed and then you hope that the sun's going to come out, and eventually they'll be ready to make a decision. So just keep planting those seeds. And when you're new, you're definitely in that planting mode. As time goes by, some of those seeds are going to sprout. You're going to be able to water and keep dripping. Some of them are going to die. You'll be at different levels of that whole farming process, which is where I am. It's a great place to be. I'm still starting people off planting new seeds, watering some seeds. I'm got some great harvest that I'm just, working with. So keep sharing, keep inviting, keep practicing, keep learning, keep growing. I think I'll probably keep it short. Well, I don't guess 9 minutes is short, but I just wanted to jump on here and say thank you. I appreciate you all. And I will get this uploaded to Sarah's Plexus Slim so that you guys can see this, and it probably wasn't very helpful. I'll try to get a good night's sleep and maybe come back tomorrow. Let me tell you what, though, that 2-year-old, he is just giving me a run for my money, and so that's why I have not been on here doing as many videos. So thanks so much. You guys have a great night.